Hello, and welcome to Sony's Professional Imaging and Solutions 2020 update. Like many of you, in keeping with the recommendations of the CDC, most of us at Sony are sheltered in our homes. Thankfully, because we have the infrastructure in place to support a remote workforce, we have been able to continue to support our customers. Beyond providing our normal sales and service support, we felt it would be helpful to provide all of you with a general update on Sony's Professional Solutions business, and to make available online a series of videos highlighting our cutting-edge technologies and advanced workflow solutions. All the presentations were shot from our homes using family and friends as a production crew. A big thank you to all of them. Sony offers solutions to help our customers create high-quality content very efficiently. For Sony Media Solutions, our 5 core tenets are imaging, HDR, IP, cloud, and AI. Our video series delves into each of these technologies in detail. Let me give a quick preview of what we will be discussing in each technology presentation. Our first 2 technology presentations focus on imaging. We are proud that imaging has defined Sony for decades. But designing and manufacturing our own camera sensors, we have been able to expand the boundaries of what's possible in imaging. Laura Pursley, Marketing Development Manager for Sony Digital Cinema Cameras, discusses how cinema cameras are providing cinematographers with greater creative freedom for both the big screen and the small screen. Rob Willocks, Director of Product Marketing for Media Solutions, provides an in-depth overview of the technology and operational features that are changing how live sports and entertainment are being produced. Sony's Venice cinema camera has expanded the creative horizons for filmmakers. Venice has been used to create more than 200 TV shows and movies. Venice software version 6.0 will allow the import of advanced rendering transform files. This will improve on-set viewing options. Sony is collaborating with Technicolor and their award-winning color scientists to create a new look library for the Venice, which will be available online as a resource for creatives wishing to quickly access some of Technicolor's premier established looks inspired by their cinematic history. Version 6.0 will also expand Venice's HFR capabilities, which simplifies post-production of slow motion, especially for TV drama workflows that have quick turnarounds. Another enhancement is the ability to monitor with a second frame line. This enables cinematographers to shoot for both horizontal and vertical distribution within the same composition. Inheriting Venice's color science, the highly successful PXW FX9 camera delivers a truly cinematic look, even for productions as small as a one-person crew. The powerful IAF, first introduced in Sony's Alpha interchangeable lens cameras, will now be available to documentary filmmakers, enabling FX9 users to control focus with a touch-screen viewfinder. FX9's version 2.0 software upgrade enables 16-bit RAW external recording. This additional bit depth is ideal for projects requiring more intensive post-production. We're also proud to say that FX9 was recently approved by the Netflix Post Technology Alliance, ensuring that content shot on FX9 meets Netflix high technical standards. Looking beyond cinematography, our second presentation examines how Sony cameras are used for sports, entertainment, documentaries, and news. Last year, we introduced the HDC 3500 and 5500, and Game Creek announced that they would purchase the first 50 HDC 5500 studio cameras, which they did. Since then, mobile truck companies NEP, MGTV, and Dome have purchased HDC 3500s, 5500s, and P50 cameras to produce their most important and challenging live sports and entertainment events. NBC purchased more than 100 HDC 3500 studio cameras to be used for their most prestigious shows. Canadian Broadcast Corp's brand new broadcast facilities will feature 36 HDC 3000 series studio cameras. Sony studio cameras are widely used in live sports and entertainment. Their exceptional picture quality combined with high frame rate capability has given them a reputation for breaking boundaries for what is possible. Here to tell you more about Fox Sports experiences with Sony's 8K 120 HDR studio camera at the baseball's Fall Classic and just recently at the big football game in Miami is Mike Davies.
The way we set it up in the big game was that we had two cameras, two lock-off at UHC 8300s. One was shooting the San Francisco sideline, and the other one was shooting the Kansas City sideline. Now, we didn't have to move these cameras because the operator back in the truck would be able to use the extraction windows to zoom in and move with the action. It was the only place that we really didn't have 100% coverage, yet with the Sony 8K camera, we were covered there as well. The third camera we used to shoot the game. It was a single camera shoot that we actually used a robotic for, and we used it essentially to see what a football game looked like in 8K. Sony brought along one of their large 95-inch monitors, and we were able to view it back in the compound, and it was like you were looking through a window.
Be sure to watch our imaging presentation to learn more about the technology that drove these prestigious companies with diverse needs to purchase our studio cameras. To expand ST2110 IP connectivity from the HDC 3500 camera location, we've added the HDCE TX30, a small footprint camera extension adapter for the HDC 3000 series that outputs ST2110, which then can be routed to the rest of the plan for a most efficient operation. Switching from studio cameras to shoulder mount camcorders, we just introduced our new flagship XDCam PXW Z750 camera, which is equipped with our new 4K 3-chip global shutter sensor. The Z750's exceptional depth of field and high sensitivity sets a new high standard for 4K and HD image quality for reality TV, documentaries, news, and sports production. The Z750 has already earned the trust of premier content creators. It was recently used by Entertainment Tonight to record the red carpet arrivals at the big annual Motion Pictures Awards. Bob Campy, director of photography, says the biggest selling point for him was the global shutter, which eliminates flash banding across the sensor. And the Phoenix Suns chose the Z750 to replace the optical disc camcorders. Both Entertainment Tonight and the Suns singled out the 4K 2/3-inch global shutter, high frame rate, and familiar workflows as major factors in deciding to purchase the Z750. Sony's new 360-degree replay technology will energize the fan experience and engagement. Our free Viewpoint replay solution combines multiple 4K 60p cameras and volumetric rendering system to reproduce an image at any angle possible in about 10 seconds of rendering time, allowing sports broadcasters to do a quick analysis of the action on the field. Our third technology presentation is on HDR workflow. This complex subject will be presented by our Chief Technology Lead, Ugo Gaggioni. Live HDR is much more than just a camera setting. We've spent several years working with and listening to HDR live content creators from around the world. The result is a sophisticated HDR workflow that produces amazing HDR as well as uncompromised SDR. We call this workflow SR Live. This year, we are enhancing SR Live workflow by incorporating SR Live metadata, which describes HDR signal profile and its parameters, along with the relationship between HDR and SDR signals. SR Live metadata is created by the adjustments of the HDR camera shader while monitoring the SDR signals. Downstream, the HDR signals are converted to SDR using our HDRC 4000 SR Live converter. It uses SR Live metadata to replicate the intended SDR signal, as intended by the camera shader. The HDRC 4000 employs the latest scene referred and display referred conversion techniques for the high quality conversion of live and graded materials, respectively. Sony servers can record SR Live metadata into files, so that SR Live production concept is now extended to file domain. SR Live metadata enables NLE operators to precisely reproduce SDR pictures from external HDR sources in the latter production stages. These conversions can easily be made by Sony Catalyst Prepare. To further enhance HDR Live production, Sony's PXW X400, Z450, and Z750 camcorders also incorporate SR Live metadata. This allows our high-end camcorders to complement HDR Live production with live signals and pre-production elements. Sony's SR Live metadata packet captures the settings and adjustments of acquisition cameras as defined by camera engineers. This information enables the creation of an HDR ecosystem where live technical and creative decisions are preserved across locations, time, and shooting conditions, and which is ultimately can be archived and then repurposed into the post-production of future programs. It also ensures converting SDR content to HDR and then back to SDR again, a round-trip conversion, which is the key to successfully taking SDR graphics such as logos, flags, scoreboards, and the like into HDR, SDR simultaneous production. This allows the SDR signal downstream after processing to match the SDR that the camera shader intended. We're also introducing a software license that adds HD HDR capability to the PXW X400 ENG camera. This license enables content creators to easily integrate 1080 60p HDR into their productions. Fox News Channel has committed to purchasing the first 60 licenses. Sony is not limiting its HDR support to just cameras. In February 2020, we announced a new lineup of 4K HDR professional monitors. The PVM X2400 and PVM X1800 offer all-white luminance of 1000 nits, making them ideal for on-set and on-location editing and for all broadcast applications. They've also been designed to perfectly match the color space of our industry-leading BVM HX310 mastering monitor, ensuring accurate color reproduction from production through to post. I'm pleased to tell you that we will be offering a version 2.0 software upgrade for PVM X series monitors, which will enable conversion of HDR to SDR, EOTF to OETF, and 4K to HD. By the same token, the converted SDR signal can output to another traditional HD or 4K monitor. Our fourth technology presentation is focused on IP. This equally complex subject is presented by Dion Lecointe, Senior Business and Technology Manager. There is no greater enabler of transformative change than IP. IP Live brings innovation to production workflows by dramatically improving production efficiency. Sony has been delivering the best-in-class and truly interoperable IP Live production products and solutions to sports and entertainment customers for many years. By being format agnostic and SMPTE ST2110 AMWA and MOS compliant, our IP Live solutions can adapt to the varied demands of the market. As a result, we now have more than 100 OB trucks and studios in operation, making us the leading provider of IP Live solutions in the world. Our remote production solution integrates our robust portfolio of IP Live products along with our orchestration, management, and monitoring software. This gives our customers the ability to produce very high-quality remote events while keeping their operations centralized at a NOC. This enables content creators to maximize their production efficiency and minimize costs, so they can produce many more events within the same budget. By partnering with Nevion, which has innovative and award-winning software-defined network control technology, Sony is able to offer an enhanced end-to-end IP live production solution within and across multiple locations. SDN technology enables us to provide highly scalable multi-point to multi-point connection, giving customers access to as many sources as needed, even if the available bandwidth to remote sources is limited. This makes it possible for remote productions to have the same operational capabilities as a local site. With Sony and Nebion's remote integration solution, which is backed by state-of-the-art technology, expertise, and experience, we can support any project regardless of scale or size. Content creators and broadcasters can now feel confident to move forward with implementing their IP strategy to fully realize the long-term operational and financial benefits. In a first-of-its-kind implementation, Draper Media, which operates television, radio, and digital properties in the Mid-Atlantic U.S., recently standardized on a suite of Sony's remote integration products. Their implementation is a model for news broadcasters seeking to run multiple stations sharing the same equipment while maintaining a focus on creating more compelling news content.
The beauty of it is that we can keep most of the people, most of the staffing, most of the resources at our main facility they're already at, and do the studio 40 miles away in Milton, Delaware, which means we don't have to buy double the equipment. We can add on to existing infrastructure. We can do all the technical support, all the engineering in our main facilities, and just have limited amount of people at the remote site.
Draper Media joins NFL Network and Group TVA, who have also selected Sony to provide IP technology for their new facility builds. Our fifth technology presentation is focused on Sony's cloud workflows. David Rosen, VP of C Media Cloud Services, provides insight on Sony's latest cloud-native tools. We have developed a variety of SaaS services that leverage the cloud to streamline production as well as editorial and asset management. These services complement each other to create streamlined production and live broadcast workflows. Our cloud services are seamlessly integrated with our professional cameras to enable transferring of files and metadata automatically, managing content efficiently, and shorten production lead time. Once content is in the cloud, C Workspace offers a strong set of cloud-native production tools for collaboration. C is a cloud-native enterprise asset management SaaS solution. With C Catalog, customers can manage their most valuable content directly in the cloud while providing access to diverse stakeholder groups across the entire enterprise. For on-prem and cloud asset management, we will be integrating core microservices for Navigator X, which provides on-prem asset management and orchestration with C Catalog. This hybrid asset management solution will give our customers the ability to manage their content stored within their facilities and in the cloud. Our sixth technology presentation highlights how Sony is helping to transform broadcast workflows. Jason Weintraub, NAO Broadcast Manager, explains how IP can enable REMI operations for broadcasts, XDCAM Air for streaming and file transfer, and ELC remote operations for the control room. And Joe Walker, Senior Director of Technical Services, discusses Crispin's new cloud-native master control automation service, which will leverage C for secure access, storage, media processing, and streaming. It will also interface with cloud-native switchers and graphic providers. Crispin's master control solution will provide stations with the ability to spin up pop-up channels or to run their master control in the cloud. Crispin is constantly working with their customers to streamline operations, whether on-prem or on the cloud. A prime example is a recent project which required them to create new software to help Tegna fulfill their vision for master control. To tell you more, here is Robert Leidick, Vice President of IT and Station Operations at Tegna.
One of the main challenges that we faced was just the scale and size of the project. Previously, when we had built hubs, Tegna was only 19 stations. And now, today, we will be 63 stations with hundreds of subchannels. So as we looked at that challenge, we needed partners that could come up with creative solutions for us to figure that out. As we look at file distribution, as we look at compliance, as log reconciliation, all of these are areas that we had to improve on and implement solutions to fix it. The Crispin team has worked with us on software improvements, on product development. They've worked with us to hit some pretty aggressive timelines of when we're trying to roll out different systems to the group. And they've been an innovator in the space of, hey, here are new things you need to look at, and here are things that you should implement. There are also things that Crispin and Sony are building today that we hope to implement in the future.
In our 7th technology presentation, we focus on artificial intelligence. Robert Jilks, Global Planning Manager for AI and Asset Management, provides an overview and insight into Sony's new media analytics portal, a cloud-based gateway for AI media enrichment. The portal leverages Sony's AI engines for object recognition, image analysis, speech-to-text, and more. It also interfaces with third-party AI services, providing customers with diverse options to meet their individual needs. The Media Analytics portal seamlessly integrates across Sony solutions such as Sony's Backbone Navigator X for automated metadata enrichment, sports highlights generation, or for visualizing player performance. Our customers can increase production efficiency by integrating AI and Media Analytics portal into conventional workflows. Sony's AI technology is limitless by leveraging the high pitch quality and high frame rate capability of our 8K camera, along with multiple HDC cameras shooting from various angles. Sony's AI engines can analyze and visualize the golfer's knee flex, core rotation, ball speed, launch angle, and even track the ball's trajectory, all in real time. AI will give more perspective to the viewer, which will make watching the action that much more exciting. For more information on our products and to watch all our videos, please visit pro.sony/powering-creativity. You can also follow us on social media for the latest news and development. Thanks again for watching.